Light Up the City, Jackson. And joining us from Consumers Energy is Anthony Parker, and from the City of Jackson, Aaron Dimmick. Hey guys.
Good afternoon,
Hi.
Bart.
Yeah.
Good to be here, Bart.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
I've seen you guys all over town the last week. A lot of events this week.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff going on in
Yeah.
Jackson. Yeah, for sure.
So now you and the city are teaming up to light up the city. Is this a safety? Is this what it's about?
So Light Up the City is a collaboration with Consumers Energy, City of Jackson, and just a number of other businesses and organizations. And the idea is to make Jackson a safer place. We're going to walk around. We're going to hand out some light bulbs and just help Jackson become a safer place to live, work, and play.
I think we've done this for a couple of years, right?
This is the second year.
Second year.
Second year.
So what do people have to know? Are there certain places and neighborhoods that this will be occurring in?
Yeah, we got a full schedule. It's going to be starting on Thursday, launching from Habitat for Humanity. So they're going to be in that neighborhood off Prospect Street in the first ward, going through there, knocking doors, handing out free light bulbs. And the light bulbs are going to be in a bag that has a lot of other safety information, energy saving tips, stuff like that.
And I think last year we actually saw, I think both of you screwing in light bulbs on front porches.
Lots of light bulbs going in on front porches. Yeah, and I think about it, Bart. Last year we handed out about 3,000 light bulbs, and this year we're planning to hand out around somewhere in the neighborhood of 4,200 light bulbs. And
Wow.
so we've got a number of walks, 6 walks that we're going to do. We're going to hand out a lot of light bulbs, screw some light bulbs in some front porches, and make Jackson safer and brighter.
And are they Consumers Energy green?
They're not green light bulbs, but they are Consumers Energy. They are energy efficient light bulbs, and it's going to help our citizens save some money by putting in those light bulbs.
I can imagine this could be very transforming for a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's going to be energy saving interest there as well. But the big idea here is to put more lighting in neighborhoods. So the goal is to have more lighting in front porches to make it safer for people. They feel safer walking around neighborhoods, but also as a crime deterrent. Research has shown that when there's more lighting in certain areas, there's going to be crime reduction. And Light Up the City has happened in different communities across Michigan. They've seen a big crime reduction since adopting these programs. So we're really excited about that and happy to be working with Consumers Energy and a lot of other community partners. And really this is going to be a big connection between the community and law enforcement. We have Jackson Police and Michigan State Police heavily involved in this effort as well. So officers are going to be going door to door along with volunteers. So this is going to be a good outreach for the community. And so some of our law enforcement and community partners can make good connections with their neighbors here in Jackson.
Well, we saw some film from last year's event, and it's a kickoff event that you have that is at Habitat for Humanity this year.
Yeah, so that's going to be our first walk. We've actually kicked it off at the Juneteenth event where we handed out 300 bags of light bulbs, and so but our first walk is actually at the Habitat for Humanities, which is tomorrow, and so we'll walk the neighborhoods there, and so it should be a good time. Lots of volunteers will be involved, and it'll be a good time. It's a fun time.
Yeah. Do you need any more volunteers?
Absolutely.
Always need volunteers.
The answer is always yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Always need volunteers. We're looking to get as many volunteers. We want to make this a community event. So anyone who's interested in volunteering and walking and handing out light bulbs and get a chance to know your neighbors a little better, it's a great opportunity to come out and do that on tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's not just tomorrow because you have this all summer long.
All summer long.
Right.
Is it the same day each week or?
So we have 6 walks, and they all occur on Thursdays, and it's going to be scattered throughout. We have a couple this month, and we have a couple in July, and we have a couple other walks that's in August.
If someone wants to volunteer, they should just show up at one of the walks?
Yeah, they can absolutely show up at one of the walks. We also have a website they can go and sign up to, but they can show up at the walk, and we won't turn anybody down, Bart. We got lots of light bulbs that we're going to hand out. And it's absolutely just show up at Habitat, and I know we're going to start the walk at 5. We're going to meet at 5:30. We're going to get some instructions on what to do and map out our neighborhood. And then at 6 o'clock, we start to walk.
If you're going to come to my house, should I bake some cookies and have them ready for you?
That always works.
That
Bottle
would
of
be great,
water,
Mark.
a Diet Coke maybe, I don't know. But yeah, for I guess just people out there in Jackson, maybe be prepared if you see large crowds in your neighborhood. That's most likely what it's going to be, and people are just going to come, knock on your door, ring your doorbell, see if they can make that connection with you, and give you free stuff. So how great is that?
Right. And it could be a police officer or a state trooper
Right.
knocking on your door.
Right.
So in that case, put on a shirt.
And I think there have been instances with some people, if they're elderly or need some help installing a light bulb, an officer and a volunteer might do that as well if you need help installing a light bulb on your front porch.
Great. You guys both were involved with Juneteenth as sponsors and volunteers. How did the event go? And look back at it.
Yeah, looking back at it, this was just this past Saturday. It was a wonderful event. Now, it was under the threat of rain. However, the residents showed up in big numbers, and it was actually a spectacular event. We had a huge kid zone. We had a petting zoo. We even had a robotics fair there. We had a job fair. It was a tremendous event, and had some very good music, good food, a lot of good stuff. Bart, we missed you there.
I know.
We missed you.
Very disappointed I couldn't make it. My niece and my nephew, they both graduated from the same class in high school, so we were there for that.
Yeah.
But we'll be there. Actually, today's Juneteenth.
Yeah, 19th.
Yeah,
Yes.
June 19th.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be there next year.
Okay, this is the first one you've ever missed, though, Bart.
It is.
You're at every one of the Juneteenth.
I know, I broke
yeah.
a long string.
Yeah, it's a good cause, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in, and we'll see you lighting up the city.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You bet. From the city of Jackson, Aaron Dimmick, and from Consumers Energy, Anthony Parker.